Thanks in large part to that guy right there, Marvin Bagley. Duke is still atop the AP Top 25 after running their record to 8-0 and this weekend in the prestigious PK80 tournament. As a result, the Blue Devils are now the unanimous #1 team according to the Associated Press voters, ranking in all 65 first-place votes in this week's poll. Guys, the Blue Devils have been very impressive to start this season. Does Coach K's team deserve to be the unanimous #1 team this early on in the season?
You know what's funny? Normally, there's some other undefeated teams, some big blue blood programs out there with impressive wins. So normally I would say, no, someone else got to get a vote. I actually understand this. You look at two teams that I think maybe, okay, they're undefeated with some quality wins. Notre Dame, real nice quality win against Wichita State. But that's really it. Kansas, real nice quality win against an upstart Kentucky team. That's really it. You look at Duke. Now, they've got to win against Michigan State without Bagley for most of the game. They've got to win against Florida, where they came back big yesterday. And they've got a game against Texas and Bamba, who was a big man in the middle that is a force to be reckoned with, where they came back and won that game and gutted it out in overtime. You got 3 quality wins with what has been the most impressive single player, and a goose egg at the end of your record when other teams that are undefeated only can really put up 1 quality win. I understand why they're a unanimous #1 right now in the AP.
You put forth a strong case, and the resume is good for Duke, but still, I think another team should at least get 1 vote. And you mentioned them. I think Notre Dame at least should have 1 vote.
Would you be the person to vote
I was
for
going to
Notre
say,
Dame?
who would you vote for?
I would vote for Wichita State. Excuse me, Wichita State. I would vote for Notre Dame, who beat Wichita State at a neutral site, and we know Wichita State was undefeated, a top 10 team, and they are a team that is supposed to be, you know, a strong contender, probably will win the AAC, and maybe a team that gets to the Sweet 16 or even deeper. That quality win and the personnel that Notre Dame has with those seniors, Farrell and Bonzie Colson, I would feel comfortable giving Notre Dame a vote. Is Duke the better team? Hands down. Should Duke be #1? I agree, hands down.
Just not unanimous.
Just not unanimous. There has to be another team that at least gets 1 vote. Mike Bray, is he voting for this thing? Like, can you vote for your own team? What's happening here? Maybe this is just all the writers.
Can Duke sustain this throughout the entire season?
They could play at a high level, though, but certainly I don't think they're going to go undefeated. We discussed this before. When you look at the ACC, it's too many tough teams, too many undefeated teams, too many ranked teams for them to go unblemished in conference.
And I really think the AP wants to see this game against Michigan State with Notre Dame. That'll be a real test. We were impressed with Wichita State. See what you do against Sparty, and then maybe they could convince some people to pull their vote from Duke over to the